Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world where history hides in plain sight, where small copper treasures rest quietly in drawers, jars, and old wallets, yet carry the power to change lives forever. Today, you and I are diving into the vault of mystery, uncovering the top 10 ultra-rare Lincoln Memorial cents that are shaking today's auction markets and turning ordinary collectors into overnight millionaires. This is not just about pennies, it is about treasures of unimaginable worth, coins that prove that sometimes the smallest things in life hold the biggest fortunes. Stay with me till the very end, because every coin I reveal brings you closer to a discovery that could be resting in your own hands right now. And remember, this channel brings you nothing but truth, trust, and treasures you can count on. Coin number 1. This is the legendary Lincoln Memorial cent of 1984 without a mint mark, a coin that looks so ordinary at first glance, yet conceals within it the rarest of stories. Minted during a time when billions of cents were being struck, this coin slipped into circulation without its mint mark, making it an anomaly in American numismatic history. It carries the image of President Abraham Lincoln, standing tall on the obverse, with the grand Lincoln Memorial etched on the reverse, a design honoring the strength and unity of America from 1959 all the way to 2008. Its composition, a copper-plated zinc piece weighing just 2.5 grams, may feel light in your hand, but don't be deceived. What it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in value. What makes this coin truly unique is its absence of a mint mark, a detail that should have been imprinted just beneath the date. Instead, this one flaw, this one omission, transformed a regular cent into a coveted jewel among collectors. The missing mint mark has puzzled experts and delighted treasure hunters for decades. It's not simply a printing error, it's a mystery, a whisper from the minting presses that something extraordinary once happened. Rarity is what fuels collector demand, and in the case of this 1984 Lincoln Memorial cent, the rarity is beyond imagination. Circulated examples are virtually unknown to most people, but when one does appear, it becomes the centerpiece of fierce bidding wars at auctions. Collectors crave it because it represents an accident of history, an official U.S. coin that should not exist in this form, yet undeniably does. And the coin we speak of today has surfaced in circulated condition, showing its journey through the hands of ordinary Americans, perhaps buying candy, newspapers, or stamps decades ago, never realizing the treasure they were spending. And now, listen closely, its current market value stands at a staggering $65,000 in circulated condition. Yes, you heard that right. $65,000 for a single penny that most people would overlook without a second thought. This is no small fortune. This is a discovery that can transform a humble coin into a life-changing event. Imagine finding one in your collection, holding it in your palm, and knowing you possess what others are battling over in today's auctions. That is not just luck, that is destiny delivering you a millionaire maker in the form of a 1-cent piece. For collectors, the tip is clear. Never dismiss a coin because it looks ordinary. Always study the details, the mint mark, the layers of wear, the anomalies that tell a deeper story. The greatest treasures of the numismatic world are often hidden in plain sight, waiting for sharp eyes and patient hearts to recognize them. The 1984 Lincoln Memorial cent without a mint mark is not just a coin, it is a legend, a symbol of how rarity can transform the simplest object into a priceless masterpiece. If you ever encounter one, know this: you are not just holding money, you are holding history, you are holding treasure, and perhaps you are holding the key to riches beyond imagination. Coin number 2. And now, dear treasure seekers, it is time to unveil the second gem on our journey. Get ready, because this one is the kind of coin that hides its true nature in plain sight, passing from hand to hand without a whisper of the fortune it carries. I'm talking about none other than the Lincoln Memorial Cent of 1989 with mint mark, a coin that looks humble but has a destiny far greater than its tiny frame suggests. The year was 1989, the tail end of the Cold War era, a time when America was shifting toward a new chapter of progress. Billions of pennies were struck at the United States. Mint that year, each designed to honor Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the mighty Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Composed of copper-plated zinc, weighing just 2.5 grams, these coins were meant to serve everyday transactions, buying goods worth mere cents. But hidden among the countless ordinary cents, a handful like this emerged with extraordinary quirks, coins marked by history, accidents, and time. Now let's focus on what makes this coin stand out. The 1989 Lincoln Memorial Cent we're talking about carries its mint mark clearly visible, but its surface tells a deeper story. Green and gray spotting covers its body, almost like scars of survival, a testimony to its long journey through circulation. While some collectors might see spots as flaws, in this case, they become a badge of authenticity, proof that the coin lived in the real world, traveled through countless hands, and yet survived long enough to reveal itself as a rare treasure. This combination of age, wear, and unique spotting makes it unlike the billions of others that came out of the mint that same year. The rarity of this coin lies in its condition and its demand. Although many 1989 Lincoln cents were produced, very few in circulated condition with unique spotting and proper mint marks hold the kind of value this one commands. It is not just another cent. It is an era-marked survivor that auction houses recognize as a true standout. Collectors compete fiercely for it because it is not only scarce, but also carries the aura of mystery, the unpredictability of rarity that elevates it from pocket change into pure treasure. And now, brace yourself. This coin, a small 1989 cent with its mint mark, touched by time with green and gray spots, has a current market value of $42,000 in today's auction scene. Yes, $42,000 for a coin that most people would overlook in their change jar. This is not just a price tag, it's a revelation, a transformation of 1 cent into a fortune. It is living proof that treasures don't always shine. Sometimes they hide beneath wear, color, and age, waiting to astonish those who recognize their worth. To hold this coin is to hold the power of a secret millionaire maker in the palm of your hand. Never ignore a coin simply because it shows wear, spots, or discoloration. What seems like a flaw may in fact be the very fingerprint of rarity. Always examine carefully, always research, and always trust your instincts, because in the world of numismatics, the overlooked can become the unforgettable. The 1989 Lincoln Memorial Cent with mint mark is far more than a coin. It is a symbol of hidden wealth, a story sealed in copper and zinc, and a reminder that every pocket, every jar, every old collection could be hiding the kind of fortune most people only dream about. Keep your eyes sharp, your passion alive, and your belief in treasure strong, because your millionaire maker may already be waiting for you. Coin number 3 takes us even deeper into the heart of numismatic legend. This is the Lincoln Memorial Cent of 1982 without mint mark, a coin that whispers of hidden history, a coin that proves beyond doubt that even the smallest piece of change can carry a fortune large enough to change your destiny. The year 1982 was one of the most important years in the history of the U.S. Cent. It marked the great transition from the traditional copper alloy to the lighter zinc-based coins we know today. During this pivotal year, the mint produced multiple varieties, copper and zinc, large dates and small dates, mint marks and missing mint marks. Out of this chaotic mix emerged some of the rarest treasures ever to bless the Lincoln Memorial series. And among them, the 1982 cent without a mint mark, bearing its own scars and colors of time, stands tall as a legendary survivor. Look at this coin carefully, and you will see what makes it extraordinary. Its surface carries brown and green spotting, creating a natural patina that almost gives it the appearance of an ancient artifact. Far from being a flaw, these spots give the coin a unique beauty, a sign that it has traveled through history, carrying the memory of decades. In fine condition, this coin is not just a piece of change, it is a story written in copper and zinc, a relic of America's monetary transformation. But rarity is what fuels the true fire of demand. And here's the mystery. In a year with so many variations, 1982 without mint mark stands apart because of its scarcity. Collectors hunt it tirelessly, knowing that only a handful ever survive in collectible condition. It is not an easy find. It is a prize, a miracle that slipped through the minting chaos of that year and emerged to tell its story. And here comes the moment of truth. This 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark, carrying its brown and green beauty, preserved in fine condition, has a current market value of $55,000 in today's auction market. Yes, $55,000 for a coin the size of your fingertip. Imagine the thrill of discovering one, knowing that what rests in your palm is not just a penny, but a hidden fortune, a secret millionaire maker, a priceless treasure that could transform your life overnight. This is not just value, it is destiny, sealed in metal. Always study the 1982 cents carefully. Look for weight differences, mint marks, and varieties. That year holds more secrets than most realize, and a sharp eye could unlock a treasure that others pass by without a second glance. The 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark is more than just a rare coin. It is a masterpiece of history, a relic of America's minting transition, and a true symbol of how rarity can elevate the smallest object into an object of immeasurable worth. To find one is to discover not just money, but treasure proof that even the humblest cent can be your path to unimaginable riches. Coin number 4, a shining example of how beauty, rarity, and history collide to create fortune. This is the 1985 Lincoln Memorial cent with the D mint mark, a coin that may look humble at first glance, but upon closer inspection reveals itself as one of the most valuable treasures of its time. The year was 1985, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents across its facilities. Most were struck at the Denver Mint, proudly carrying the D mint mark beneath the date, signifying their origin. But within those endless streams of coins, a rare and remarkable few were born with features so unique that decades later they are now celebrated as auction hall treasures. The 1985 Lincoln cent we speak of today belongs to that rare league. Let us admire its look for a moment. This coin carries a beautiful surface, its fine condition preserved despite its years in circulation. Unlike so many cents that appear worn or corroded, this one retains a stunning clarity. President Lincoln's portrait standing strong on the obverse, while the Grand Lincoln Memorial gleams on the reverse. Add to that its unique journey through time, and you have a coin that is both visually striking and historically precious. But what makes it truly special is its rarity. Collectors know that the mid-1980s Lincoln cents are not often associated with extraordinary value, but when a coin like this, with its perfectly struck D mint mark and fine preserved condition emerges, it becomes a centerpiece in any serious collection. The demand skyrockets, because this isn't just any Denver-made cent. It's a survivor, a coin that defies the odds by retaining its beauty, its charm, and its historical value all in one. And now, let me reveal the fortune hidden within. This 1985 Lincoln Memorial cent with D mint mark in fine condition has a current market value of $47,000 in today's auction houses. Yes, $47,000 for a single cent that once lived in the everyday economy. This is no ordinary value. This is the kind of treasure that collectors dream of, a coin capable of turning a pocket find into a once-in-a-lifetime reward. Imagine the rush of knowing that what you once thought of as just a penny is actually a millionaire maker resting quietly in your collection. Always check your Denver minted coins carefully. Do not overlook the coins of the 1980s, for within their vast numbers lie hidden rarities like this one, coins whose beauty and condition push their worth into the realm of treasure. The 1985 Lincoln Memorial cent with D mint mark is not simply a coin, it is a hidden jewel of American history, a symbol of survival and beauty, and proof that the true treasures of the numismatic world can appear where you least expect them. To find one is to hold a fortune in your hand, to possess a piece of history that doubles as a priceless reward. Coin number 5 takes us back 6 decades to an era when America was on the cusp of change. This is the 1963 Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark, a coin that carries not only the face of President Lincoln, but also the whispers of history, the echoes of a time before monumental shifts in the U.S. Mint's legacy, the year 1963, marked the final chapter for the beloved Franklin half-dollar, the last year before President Kennedy's assassination, and the dawn of an entirely new era in American coinage. But while history was being written in headlines, something remarkable was also happening quietly in the world of the Lincoln cent. That year's cents were struck primarily at Philadelphia without mint marks, just as tradition dictated. But among the billions produced, only a few rare survivors stand out today as extraordinary treasures. This 1963 example, preserved in very fine condition with natural brown spotting, is one such jewel. Take a moment to picture it. The obverse shows Lincoln's portrait, bold and proud, with the date 1963 clear and unflinching. Flip it, and the Lincoln Memorial rises strong, a national symbol of unity. The brown spotting across its surface adds depth and character, a kind of patina that proves this coin has lived through history and still emerged with striking beauty. Far from diminishing it, these spots make it unique, an unmistakable signature of authenticity and rarity. Now let's talk about its power. While the Philadelphia Mint struck countless cents in 1963, very few in such condition are valued the way this one is. Its rarity lies in its preservation and its demand. Collectors crave coins like this, not only because they are hard to find, but also because they represent a slice of American history, a time before the major changes to the United States. Coinage and economy that followed in the mid-1960s. Each one is more than just copper and zinc. It is a vessel of memory, a link to an America now long past. And here comes the revelation you've been waiting for. This 1963 Lincoln Memorial cent, without mint mark, in very fine condition with its beautiful brown spots, commands a current market value of $96,000. Yes, $96,000 for a single penny. This is no ordinary coin, no everyday find. This is the kind of treasure that could make even the most seasoned collector's heart skip a beat. This is the type of discovery that transforms not just your collection, but your life. To hold one is to hold a fortune, a millionaire maker in the disguise of a humble cent. Never overlook the early memorial cents. Examine them with care. Study the details, check the surfaces, and respect the signs of age and authenticity. Because within these older coins lies the kind of wealth and beauty that modern coins rarely replicate. So, to conclude, the 1963 Lincoln Memorial Cent without mint mark is far more than just a penny. It is a priceless relic, a copper jewel, a treasure chest condensed into the size of a fingertip. It is living proof that history, rarity, and beauty can fuse into one object so valuable it stands as a monument to fortune itself. Coin number 6. And trust me, this one carries an aura unlike any other. This is the 1986 Lincoln Memorial Cent with the D mint mark, a coin that on the surface might look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but in reality, it is one of the most striking and valuable treasures ever to emerge from the Denver Mint. The year 1986 was a milestone for America. It was the year the Statue of Liberty Centennial was celebrated, a time of renewed patriotism and pride across the nation. Billions of Lincoln cents poured out of the United States. Mint that year meant for everyday commerce. But among those countless coins, this one stands apart, bearing a story of survival, rarity, and sheer fortune. Now, look closely at what makes this coin unique. On its copper-plated zinc surface, you will find white and black spotting, a dramatic pattern that sets it apart from the crowd. These spots, formed naturally through time and environment, give the coin a look almost like marble, an artistic touch from history itself. Far from diminishing its beauty, they elevate it, making this coin not just a piece of money, but a one-of-a-kind relic. In fine condition, this cent still carries the bold portrait of President Lincoln on the obverse and the powerful Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, shining through its decades of circulation. What makes this 1986 Denver cent so valuable is not only its uniqueness, but also its scarcity in such condition. Collectors recognize that coins like this, ones that combine visual rarity with strong preservation, are true prizes of the numismatic world. It is not just a Denver Mint cent, it is a rare treasure, a survivor of decades that has emerged today as a star in auctions. And now comes the revelation, the kind of truth that makes hearts race. This 1986 Lincoln Memorial cent with D mint mark, in fine condition with its breathtaking white and black spots, holds a current market value of $55,500. Yes, $55,500 for a single penny. That's not just money, that's treasure. That's life-changing fortune. That's destiny forged in copper and zinc. To hold one is to know you possess more than a coin. You hold a millionaire maker, a priceless jewel wrapped in history. Never dismiss coins from the mid-1980s. While many assume these years are too modern to hold great value, the truth is quite the opposite. Rarities emerge in every decade, and spotting them requires patience, knowledge, and a sharp eye. Examine every Denver cent carefully. You never know when fortune may reveal itself. So, in conclusion, the 1986 Lincoln Memorial cent with D mint mark is no ordinary cent. It is a masterpiece of time, a coin that carries history on its surface and fortune in its value. It is proof that even in the most common of years, extraordinary treasures are waiting to be discovered. Coin number 7 takes us even deeper into the hidden vault of America's rarest treasures. This time, we step back to the year 1971, when the United States was navigating a time of change, and among the billions of coins struck, one rare jewel emerged, the Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark, carrying a mysterious brown layer that makes it unlike any other. The year 1971 was significant in U.S. history. It was the dawn of a new economic era, with the U.S. dollar no longer backed by gold. The world was shifting, and the coins in circulation reflected the pulse of everyday American life. The Philadelphia Mint struck countless cents that year, all without mint marks. Most were ordinary, spent, lost, or forgotten. But then came this extraordinary survivor, a 1971 cent with a brown surface layer preserved in fine condition, a coin that today shines like a relic from the past. Look at it closely, and you will see what makes it special. The brown layer covering its surface gives it an aged, almost antique beauty, transforming it from a simple copper-plated coin into something that looks like a hidden artifact pulled from a time capsule. It is not corrosion, it is character, a living story etched into its metal. The obverse still proudly displays Abraham Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse carries the majestic Lincoln Memorial, making it a perfect blend of history, art, and rarity. But here is where the treasure lies: rarity and survival. Out of all the coins struck in 1971, only a handful with such unique characteristics survive today in collectible condition. That scarcity, combined with its striking look, makes it a coin of intense demand among serious collectors. Auction houses recognize it as a prize, and when it appears, bidding wars erupt as numismatists fight to claim a piece of history worth far more than its humble 1-cent face value. And now, the moment of truth. This 1971 Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark, with its brown layer and fine condition, is valued at a staggering $57,500 in today's auction market. Yes, $57,500 for a single penny. That is not just money, it is a treasure chest condensed into copper, a coin capable of transforming your collection into a fortune. To hold it is to hold a millionaire maker, proof that even the humblest cent can rival the wealth of a king. Never ignore the early 1970s cents. Examine their surfaces, their colors, their conditions. The smallest detail, a layer, a tone, a preservation, can be the difference between pocket change and priceless treasure. The 1971 Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark is not just a coin. It is a rare survivor, a relic of a historic year, and a symbol of hidden fortune waiting to be found. Its value today stands as proof that the treasures of numismatics are alive, powerful, and more real than ever. Coin number 8. A piece that reminds us how, even the late 1970s, a time of economic struggle and shifting culture in America, produced treasures that today stand as millionaire makers. This is the 1978 Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark, a coin that carries mysterious yellow spots across its surface, preserved in fine condition, and worth far more than anyone could imagine. The year 1978 was one of transition. America was on the verge of the new dollar coin, the Susan B. Anthony, which would appear just a year later. The Philadelphia Mint, still striking cents without mint marks, produced billions of pennies for everyday use. Most were ordinary tiny tools of trade spent without thought. But hidden within those billions, this rare gem emerged, a cent whose unique characteristics would one day capture the eyes of collectors and auction houses alike. Look closely at this coin, and you will understand its allure. Its surface is marked by yellow spotting, almost like golden freckles, giving it a striking and unusual appearance. These spots are not flaws, they are a natural patina, the mark of time that turns ordinary coins into unique relics. In fine condition, the design is still bold, Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, noble, and timeless, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, standing proud as America's monument to unity. But it is those yellow markings that make this coin a standout, a one-of-a-kind survivor among billions. What makes it priceless is its rarity. In a year of mass production, only a select few coins like this, with unique spotting and collectible preservation, exist today. That scarcity, combined with its condition, is what fuels collector demand. Auction halls recognize the 1978 cent with its unusual surface as a prize, and every appearance sparks fierce competition from numismatists determined to own a piece of history that no one else can replicate. And now the revelation. This 1978 Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark, bearing its rare yellow spots and preserved in fine condition, carries a jaw-dropping current market value of $43,500. Yes, $43,500 for a single penny. To hold such a coin is to hold a golden ticket, a treasure of history that can transform a humble cent into a fortune worthy of legends. This is not just value, it is destiny sealed in copper, waiting for the right collector to uncover it. Never overlook coins with unusual coloration or markings. What many dismiss as simple discoloration may actually be the unique fingerprint of rarity. Study every detail, because hidden in those small differences lies the fortune that others overlook. The 1978 Lincoln Memorial cent without mint mark is far more than pocket change. It is a masterpiece of chance, a relic of history, and a symbol of treasure hidden in the most unexpected places. To find one is to uncover wealth beyond measure, and to know that the smallest coin can indeed carry the greatest fortune. Coin number 9. And this one takes us back to one of the most important years in the United States. Cent history, 1982. This was the year of transition, the year the U.S. Mint shifted from traditional copper to the new copper-plated zinc composition. Out of this pivotal change emerged a host of varieties: large dates, small dates, copper and zinc, mint marks, and no mint marks. But today, we focus on one extraordinary survivor, the 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent with the D mint mark, bearing a mysterious gray shade, preserved in fine condition, and commanding a staggering fortune today. The Denver Mint struck millions of cents in 1982, each carrying the proud D mint mark beneath the date. For most, their destiny was to pass through countless hands unnoticed, their value never rising above 1 cent. But then came this treasure, an unusual coin, a cent that tells its story through its surface. The gray shade across its body gives it a distinct appearance, setting it apart from the countless others produced that year. Far from being ordinary, this shade is what makes the coin extraordinary. It is the fingerprint of rarity, a subtle but powerful sign that you are not looking at just another penny. In fine condition, this coin still shines with the boldness of its design. Lincoln's portrait remains strong, dignified, unshaken by the decades. The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse continues to stand tall, representing unity and strength. And yet, it is the unusual gray tone, combined with the D mint mark, that makes this coin truly stand out in the collecting world. What drives its immense value is its scarcity and collector demand. The year 1982 already intrigues collectors because of its many varieties, but a Denver minted coin in fine condition, bearing its own unique gray shade, pushes rarity into a higher league. Auction houses recognize it as a standout treasure, and when one surfaces, competition is fierce. This is not a coin collectors casually pass by. This is a coin they fight for, knowing its power as a rare, history-filled millionaire maker. And here it is, the breathtaking truth. This 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent with D mint mark, carrying its rare gray shade, in fine condition, commands a current market value of $45,500. Yes, $45,500 for what once appeared to be an ordinary cent. That is no small sum. It is a treasure chest hidden in copper and zinc, a priceless fortune in the palm of your hand. This is what numismatics is all about. The thrill of discovery, the transformation of the common into the legendary. For collectors, the tip is clear. Study every 1982 cent with care. Weigh them, examine them, check the details of the date, the mint marks, and even the shades of color. Within those details lies the difference between pocket change and a life-changing discovery. So, in conclusion, the 1982 with D. Lincoln Memorial cent, with its rare gray shade, is more than a penny. It is a miracle of history, a coin of destiny, and a treasure that proves beyond doubt that fortune often hides in plain sight. Coin number 10, the crown jewel that seals this list of ultra-rare treasures. This is the 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent with the D mint mark, a coin that may look small, but in reality it is a treasure chest wrapped in copper, carrying a story, a fortune, and a legacy worth more than words can capture. The year was 1975, a time of economic struggle, political change, and a nation preparing to celebrate its bicentennial just 1 year later. While the eyes of the world were on history in the making, the United States. Mint in Denver was busy producing billions of Lincoln cents. But hidden among those countless coins was this extraordinary rarity, a cent bearing the proud D mint mark, dressed in a gray shade, preserved in fine condition, and destined to one day become a collector's dream. Look at this coin closely, and you will understand why collectors revere it. The gray tone that sweeps across its surface gives it an almost antique beauty, a patina of time that elevates it from ordinary pocket change into a relic of true distinction. Lincoln's portrait on the obverse still shines with quiet dignity, while the reverse, the mighty Lincoln Memorial, remains bold and clear, a monument to strength and unity. This is not just a cent, it is a piece of history preserved through decades waiting for its moment to be recognized as treasure. What makes it extraordinary is its rarity. Among the flood of 1975 Denver cents, very few survive with such an unusual surface, such fine preservation, and such demand. Collectors crave it because it is not merely a coin from a common year. It is a rare standout, a one-in-millions survivor that auctions now treat as a headline-worthy piece. When this coin appears, it is not just sold, it is fought for. As collectors know, they are bidding not on copper and zinc, but on fortune itself. And here is the truth that will leave you breathless. This 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent, with D mint mark, gray shade, in fine condition, carries a staggering current market value of $53,500. Yes, $53,500 for what began its life as a simple penny in the pocket of everyday Americans. This is no ordinary coin. This is a millionaire maker in disguise, a symbol of how fortune often hides in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to see it. To hold this coin is to hold history, treasure, and destiny all condensed into the smallest coin in circulation. For collectors, the lesson is clear and powerful. Never assume that a common date equals a common value. Examine every coin with care for the smallest variations. Color, mint mark, condition can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. So, in conclusion, the 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent with D mint mark stands not as just a coin, but as a priceless treasure, a copper jewel worth tens of thousands of dollars, and a reminder that in the world of numismatics, the greatest fortunes often rest quietly in the humblest places. And with this, our journey through the top 10 ultra-rare Lincoln Memorial cents comes to an end. But remember, the story never ends for you. The treasure could be waiting in your pocket, in your jar, or in your family's old collection. Stay sharp, stay passionate, and keep hunting, because your millionaire maker may already be in your hands.